Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's more viewers on there. Lol.
Nah, I'll put it on just chatting because I don't want GTA is not the main focus. So
True. True.
the podcast is the
I lose focus very quick.
autonon. Okay, holy shit, that's a special word for me. Let me English major, by the way.
I don't know.
Not
Anonymous.
autonomous. Fuck.
Anonymous?
Sensory response. Holy fuck, my tongue is too big for this shit. God damn,
You're
I'm about to
telling
develop a
you're
list trying to
telling me,
fucking
bro.
say this.
Turning
What
into
the
me.
fuck?
Ooh.
For those who are new here, welcome. Obviously, 10 viewers is kind of big for me. So I'm
God damn it!
glad you guys were all
What the
anything.
fuck is this shit, bro? Oh my god,
Are you ready to get in the shit?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what
Are
I'm
you
doing.
ready?
Yeah, I am
I'm
ready.
waiting.
I'm in,
Okay.
I'm in GTA, but I'm really struggling right now.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are starting podcast number 1 because I have now deemed that, though I'm supposed to be the co-host, the main host is kind of an idiot, so I have a really odd feeling that I'm gonna have to be taking control of this quite often.
Very unfortunate.
So this podcast will be exploring the origins of Joshinola. Say hi, Josh.
Hi.
Like, listen to his beautiful voice. Here we are.
Hello,
Oh my
hello.
God, he did.
Oh my god.
Um.
Oh my god, he is.
So, oh my God, he is. So we're gonna start right from the very beginning. Let's go and discuss your childhood, your upbringing. You know, where are you from? What was your childhood like? Were you rich? Were you poor? Did you know that you were gay from the first grade? Like, what?
Oh.
You know, what was your childhood and upbringing like?
Let's see. I don't remember most of it.
Where were you born?
I was born in like LA County, pretty much. If I'm not
Alright.
wrong, it was like Torrance or something like that. Can't remember
Okay.
originally where it was, what area. But I'm from originally from LA, whatever. Bullshit. I ended up moving like let's see, maybe when I was like around 5 or something. I ended up moving to like a city around from where I am now. I'm like in a Tulare County, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tulare is very, very big.
Which is more middle of California for those of you
Yeah,
who
like
don't know.
mid California. It's technically south. If we really
Yeah,
think
it's a little
about
south.
it,
It's a
yeah,
little more south.
it's technically considered like south. What's the correct term for it? South
Southern?
Cali? No,
SoCal, you can call it SoCal. That's not a
SoCal.
correct
There you
term.
go.
That's slang.
SoCal
That's
is
slang,
slang.
but yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. We like calling it SoCal, but that's just me. But yeah, I mean, I am.
What?
Can we give age?
Older brothers, older sisters.
Do we give age? Do we give age? No age.
If you would like to, it's whatever you want to disclose.
I am currently 18. Just turned 18 last May, so give me money. Just kidding. I have a very large family. I have like. So I'm in a family of 7, but there's 5 kids. So I'm the second oldest. Then there's my older brother, and I have 3 younger siblings or sisters. Sorry. Yeah. You hear that music in the background, fucking TV, bro.
That's, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what it's like to have a large family.
And to be
There's always fucking noise.
Yeah, Mexicans, bro. I'm telling you.
Now this is up to you.
I didn't even open my chat. Oh, God damn it. What's up, Alex?
Thank you for the subs, Guy.
Oh, I hate myself
Oh,
so
you don't have your
much.
chat open this whole time? People are talking to you?
I'm so sorry, bro. I'm so sorry, Alex.
Alright, so.
Shit, my ears.
Now, you know, what caused the move? Like, was it money? Was it job? You know, was it just self-interest?
LA is a very expensive area and everything. You know what I mean? Not every area is like fucking Hollywood and shit. So, you know, the best move out my parents made was just to move out here. You know,
Okay,
what I mean?
was it for work or was it cost because LA is more expensive?
Cost, man. Everything's expensive.
Yeah.
Especially now, even in our area, everything's gotten even more expensive than what it originally was.
Yeah, our area is growing.
Definitely is.
And oh wait, hold on. Didn't even read my sub message. Wait, what was your? Oh, let's go. Thank you for the sub message. I
even
appreciate it.
Alex is right. Even for like a big family, it's still very expensive.
Oh yeah, I mean, you guys are all very young, and it's just, obviously, luckily for you, I mean, I'm sure you're okay with this coming out. Your mother and your father stayed together
Yeah,
since
yeah.
the beginning. So, I mean, that's very fortunate. Not a lot of people are that fortunate to have that.
Hmm.
But at the same time, I mean, when you have that many kids, I mean, even just having one child is expensive. Having
Fuck
multiple
yeah,
it
bro.
is fucking really hard in this area as well because the living
Oh, okay. Thank you, Nick.
expenses
No, go
compared
ahead. Continue.
to the like the pay is very lopsided, around all throughout California really, having to provide is very difficult because yeah, you do not get paid nearly enough
Hmm.
to be able to take care of yourself in the state. It's very difficult to make a living here. Most people do actually carry two jobs. They'll have full
Yeah,
time, they'll have
and
part
it's pretty
time.
true because like
Students have a really hard time. A lot of them live in their cars. Even football players live in their
even
cars for
even
college.
Spazzos, bro. Wait,
What?
I mean, technically you didn't live in the car, but it kind
I
of
didn't
looked
live in the
like it.
car, but no, I was poverty level. I
Yeah,
am poverty level.
yeah, technically.
Yeah, but we'll get into that on my
But
episode.
yeah,
Yeah, we'll get more into that.
we're both just
Uh,
fortunate enough to have a home.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
So what got you into gaming? Like, when did you start playing video games? And what made you get into it? What allowed you to get into it?
I
Because I know your
think.
family is very focused on you
Oh yeah,
doing well and being successful, not
school.
being a lazy piece of
They
shit.
they really they really wanted us to focus on school. That's what everybody in my family's doing pretty much for the most part. Like me, bro, I hated school. And like I'm gonna be honest, I like barely fucking graduated, bro. It was the scariest thing in my life. I graduated this year, but my parents are just very like focused and what's the word for it? There's a word for it. Focused on like having all their kids go to college and success financially. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean I plan to go to college. Still trying to get everything situated for college because some bullshit account won't let me get in, which is kind of stupid.
Okay.
Hmm.
So how'd you get into video games though?
Oh,
Like
video
like
games.
at what
Yeah, I kind of
age
went
and,
off
and,
track.
and what video game? No, you're okay.
Yeah. So I originally like I got really heavy into gaming when it came to like maybe middle school, like eighth grade, like freshman year. I got heavy into gaming when Fortnite had just came out, and that was like one of the games where I was just like heavy, just on it all the time. When I had first began like getting on the game for like 4 to 5 hours at a time, it was crazy. Then again, everybody was
Okay.
at that time because fucking Fortnite was popping off.
Okay.
My first game though I ever played
Mhm.
or that I ever like really fucking loved was BO1, bro.
Black
Zombies
Ops
on
1?
it, yeah, zombies on it was fucking lit. But the funny part about it is I was too much of a fucking bitch to play it at night. So I would only play it in like the morning or the afternoon, and I would never touch it in the night because I had a nightmare about it once, and I'm like, all right, I'm not doing this.
So are zombies one of your biggest fears now, or what?
No,
Does
not
that
my
like
biggest
scar you
fear.
as a child?
Not necessarily. Just like as a kid, I got fucking scared easily. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
shit.
definitely.
Yeah.
Especially with how loud and aggressive those fuckers were. They were fast as hell. Yeah. So your first game was Black Ops 1, you say, right?
Good podcast episode. You guys are going far. Thank you, Alex. Follow your dreams. We sure will.
Uh, so your first you're saying your first video game was Black Ops 1, and you were terrified of the zombies late at night. What was like
Hmm.
So what was your first console? Did you ever have like Nintendo consoles, or was it always PlayStation,
Mm,
Xbox? What was it? Like, what was your
so
first console?
if you want to like the console I really like started off on really was PS3. I want to say PS3 is really the one I've gamed on heavily when
Yeah.
is when I really started. I mean, I did play a little bit like of Game Boy. I never like owned a DS,
Yeah.
so I kind of missed out on that. I did have a PSP though. PSP was really fun. Um, but yeah, I think I really started on PS3 because I've played on PS1. I've owned like a PS1 and a PS2, whatever. Just like it was only like I would only play it in the summer, and if I got in trouble, I'd get it taken away. So that's why I never really gamed as a kid until I got into like my middle school, high school years. It's when I had a
Because you
little bit
couldn't stay
more.
out of trouble.
Yeah, and I had a little more. I had a little more freedom, so you know.
All right. Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, you've always been a bit of a troublemaker, I guess you could say. And now that we're kind of getting into that now, school. Wow, you already said that you hated it. What
Fuck.
kind of student were you? Were you high grade, low grade? Were you sleeping in
Definitely.
class? Were you fighting? Were you ever in school? Were you
So,
ditching all the time? Give me a little bit of your school life here.
so I definitely was a low grade student. I wasn't. I mean, the teachers liked me for the most part. Not all of them.
Mm,
I kind of had my problems with one or two.
yeah,
But I would always mess around in class. I was like the technically you would if you want to consider it like a class clown. I would always blurt out or say some stupid shit, just fuck around. Cause you know this. We went to school together when we had class, and
yeah,
I would just like mess around constantly, all the
yeah.
time. Yeah, for the most part, I had like good relationships with some of the teachers, so they let me slide here and there, and like they'd help out a lot with school. But yeah,
Now, that does actually kind of lead me to a question. In
sure.
elementary school, so in the United States, that's first through sixth or first through eighth, because some include like what we would call middle school.
Hmm.
Um, were you ever threatened to be held back because of your shenanigans?
Well, no, cause my parents were really, really hard on me when I was in elementary and everything. So I
Yeah,
really didn't start going downhill till like maybe middle school. Like I was never like a bad kid. Like maybe a troublemaker. I just fuck
just not
around.
focused.
Yeah, never focused, and I would just not do work. Pretty much is what it is. I was always like I never really got referrals like that. It was maybe one or two in the year. I got suspended for sure middle school
Ooh, okay.
for a fight. And it was okay. So
Going, yeah.
let me get into that story actually. So one day I'm in school or whatever. I don't know what the fuck came over me. I just had like the urge, like just to fuck around. I kind of just like socked the kid straight in the chest, knocked his air
Mm,
out, and I felt bad, right?
yeah.
Kid got mad, tried to take me down. He couldn't, and he thought he did, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Sure, my knees like never touched the floor, so he tried. Um, fucking the day before, or sorry, the day I had gotten suspended that same day after that fight or whatever. The day after, an assembly to go to, and you want to know what? I had an award to receive for good behavior or citizenship, and it was the
Yeah.
funniest shit ever because I still got the award anyways when I came back to school. It was I don't know. It was funny. It was fucking funny.
So for those who might have different like award titles, citizenship is exactly like the citizenship award around here is given to the student who it doesn't really matter for their grades, but what does matter is their ability to be kind to people and get along with people. So if you guys didn't just catch what just happened, the day before he received the award for being a good person, good to teachers, good to students, and overall just a good person, he got into a fight and got suspended before receiving that award. The actual day before receiving that award.
I still got it though.
Um,
It was the
yeah, and he
funniest
still
part.
received it because at that point it was too late for the teacher to select another student to give it to.
No, what's the word? Or how do you say it? No backsies?
Oh, no takes back.
No
No
take
take backs. Yeah, that's pretty much what Mr. Joshinola just did.
I pulled
He
the
said,
fucking reverse cars. What I did.
yeah, he said, "Psych, bitch."
Psych.
Wait,
Oh
no, what?
God.
No. Got your bitch, and he fucking pulled a trap on her ass,
That's fucking funny, bro.
So he was suspended for some stupid shit. I just fucking crashed into something.
Are you driving too? I'm just like driving
Yeah.
aimlessly and fucking playing. I'm gonna join you actually.
Yeah. So with school, what's your goals? Do you're just talking about how you're trying to get into college, it's kind of fucking over right now, like you're having some hard times, but what are you gonna try to go to school for in college? How many years?
Well,
Like what are your goals with that?
most likely just get into college to get an AA, so the associate's degree. What is it? Is it? Yeah, I'm
Yep,
pretty sure.
an AA.
Yeah, AA, pretty much is what we call it for short. I want to get into like criminal justice and all that because I plan to be a highway patrol officer or whatever. So
All right,
I'm trying to get
so
into that. So
So that requires 2 years of college,
Yep,
right?
pretty much, and then about 6 months to a year of academy. That's what it is. So
Okay.
my career is pretty much gonna take like 3 to 4 years,
Yeah.
max. 4 years max, just to get it. And
And
I'll still I'll be making fucking bank off the rib. You know what I mean?
yeah,
From
you'll be making good money. So what made you want to become a pig? What brought you to be a cop?
oh, I was like, pig? Are you calling me fat? I mean, I
No, I'm
know.
calling cops pigs. That's what they're known as.
Yeah,
What do you just enjoy donuts that much, or
I
is there like an
really
actual
do
reason,
though.
or?
I don't know.
Well, yeah,
It's
for
just
real.
like a
What made you choose a
career.
career?
A career I consider. I don't know. I kind of just like it. It's like I don't know how to explain it. What you call it? I don't know. I just thought of it. I didn't really know what to do, so I was looking around. You know, they pay very well, and you could always get a job with like highway patrol or any like PD like work in any city. Pretty much every city in America. So it's a good honest work, if you will, because I was really grown and like raised to be like no drinking, no drugs, none of this, none of that. I'm a very clean person. You know what I mean? I just want to help others and make sure that others are safe and don't do stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? It's pretty much me.
All right.
Yeah. Very
So
long explanation, but you know,
no, that's
trying
it's
to
a
get
podcast.
a certain.
We're gonna be here for a long while, so
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that. So you wanted to become a cop, and because you guys were always like kind of raised to be well-behaved citizens, despite the fact that you fought a kid,
I mean, that was
in
that
middle
was
school.
really my only fight too.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. I'm just giving you
Yeah.
shit. So with that being said, you know, so college. You said you're going into criminal justice. Are you looking forward to college? Not really. Is it just a step you're gonna go through?
I mean, sure,
Like what's kind of your
sure, sure. You can say I'm excited. You can say excited just to learn about it. You
hmm,
know what I mean? Because when I was younger, I kind of liked military and like all that stuff, like police. You know, when you grow up, you're like, oh, I want to be a police officer or whatever. You know,
yeah, playing with like army figures and
yeah,
shit, or
yeah,
what?
yeah. It's like I don't know. Obviously, I
Okay.
don't want to play. I don't want to just play just cause fucking guns and shit. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. I don't know.
You actually,
I just kind of considered it, and like, I just think it's like it's a good choice for me to go into. It's short. You really don't get into debt with student loans and all that stupid shit. And
yeah,
I'll be getting into a job that pays very well, and I just want to get a career that'll keep me financially like stable and
yeah, of course.
successful, so that I can, you know, in the long run invest money into like a business of my own is what I want. That's the end goal, a business.
So you want to get into entrepreneurship? What kind of business would you like to own?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I've always started to go into like maybe retail, so like trying to get like shoes and all that, maybe like a shoe store, or I could also get into like food business or whatever. I still haven't fully like 100%
Yeah,
what's the word? What's the way to put it? I haven't chose like not 100% like on it exactly.
yeah. Still
But
keeping your options open.
I still know that I want to make business, and that's for sure.
That's okay. Hey, that's not a bad thing to have.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I think this is a good question for now. What got you into streaming? Like, so, who inspired you? What made you finally decide,
Oh
what, I'm just
yeah.
gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it.
So
Because this is one thing, like, if you don't have the
shit.
personality and you don't have the skin, you can be made fun of for streaming. You could have extremely toxic chat, and it's for some people that affects them. For you, I know. For you, I know it
I have
doesn't.
a
It
toxic
doesn't
ass.
affect me. You and I are like, our personalities can actually, withstand that type of shit.
Yeah. Me and
But what
me
got
and
you into
this guy be
streaming?
talking shit all the time for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So originally it wasn't any. It was funny because it wasn't any like big streamer that like really like caught my eye or anything. I
Yeah.
had got into it because I heard about Twitch, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. Somebody, my cousin or somebody was streaming, whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out. And then I was like on like Twitch heavy, bro, like on it like every day, just watching random people, because I really
Yeah.
liked it. And I'm like, damn, this is fucking cool. Like people really just be doing like the random shit on these streams or whatever. Who's shooting me? Somebody is shooting me. Hello? What the
Yikes.
fuck is this?
Oh, he fucking killed you. Get fucked. Oh, you had a bounty on you.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Anyways, so I started watching this guy because I really like at that time I was like really heavy into I was really into Apex Legends. I was watching a Twitch streamer by the name that goes by the name of I'm J Hype, and he was like a really good player, and like I'm like, damn, bro, like I kind of wanted to play with him. I'm like, hey, bro, like shit, you want to squad up or whatever. We ended up playing. Really cool guy, really nice guy. He would always stream all the time. And I'm like, damn.
Mm.
Like I would stream. I had like in the chat. I remember still. I was like, I would stream, bro, but it looks like super complicated or whatever. He's like, nah,
Yeah.
dude. It's like he enjoys it. He was talking about how he enjoyed it or whatever. And all that. He'd been doing it for like a good while. And he made like some really cool content, so he kind of like really inspired me into to streaming and all that. So I had originally started streaming on my PS4, is what it was,
Yep.
and I would just stream Apex like all the time, and I like had like the time of my life, because even though I had like no viewers, bro, I was like, damn, I'm streaming, I'm cool, you know what I mean? Like I'm streaming, I'm fucking cool now. I don't know.
Okay, buddy.
I just,
Yeah,
really, I,
yeah,
just
buddy.
I don't know. I was just like really, I was really excited to see where I could go with it. But
I
yeah.
got you. You know, that does make sense. You know, so I have a question. This kind of correlates to the previous one. If you were to blow up on streaming, let's say you were actually able to make a living off of it. Let's say you're making 6 figures a year, which is, you know, that's a considerable amount. Unfortunately, where I'm from, it's actually not that much, but overall, that's
True.
a considerable amount.
Yeah.
Would you still pursue a career in becoming a police officer, or in,
Well, you know, within these 3 years, 4 years, or however long I'm gonna be doing it, I'm still gonna need a stable job, just something that'll keep me with the home, you know, utilities and all that stuff. If it comes to a certain point to where I would make more streaming than I would like in my job, I would for sure consider like, you know, quitting and trying to do it full time. And if it works out well, you know, I'm gonna stick to it. You know, try to go farther with it. And because, you know, technically you can consider my streaming like a business. You know, your own little thing. You're accumulating wealth from it. You know what I mean? You're getting money from just talking and playing. You know, it's a really cool job that I really like, that I've always wanted to have. You know, because this is more
it's definitely
like a dream job type of deal.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, if like hypothetically somehow, some way this were to blow up, which is incredibly unlikely, you know, and it takes a lot of time and effort. I mean, you and I have already, I mean, you've put in far more time than I have, but you and I have put in you've probably put in weeks. I've probably put in a week total of hours into just streaming video games,
like
and we're not even making
bro.
enough. Yeah, we're not, you know, like obviously we don't make very much, and that's not the point of it right now, of course.
Yeah.
But it was just a hypothetical.
Oh yeah.
So what you're saying is, like, if you ended up making, you know, more than what your career would, and you know, obviously a livable wage, you would attempt to go full time with streaming.
Yeah, attempt.
It's a dream job, but not exactly #1 priority. Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Got you.
It's like keeping,
you know,
your
that's
doors open.
a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, streaming's fun. You know,
it's just not a guarantee.
what? Yeah, of course. You know, what, like, at the bare minimum, you know, what do you hope to achieve, like, with streaming? Like, I personally just wanted to get partnered, not partnered, you know, affiliated. I might pursue partnered in the future. Not too heavy right now, but that takes a lot, dude. Getting,
it really does.
Yeah, getting partnered is a big deal. But like, is that a goal of yours, or is you just doing it for fun? Like, do you have any?
I mean, getting
objective?
a partnership on Twitch is like really hard, You have to be like
Yeah.
fucking family friendly and everything. Which is so most likely I probably wouldn't go exactly for Twitch partner. What I would
Okay.
plan to do is make like, let's see, like I have my group that I started up or whatever,
Yeah.
SAR or whatever, so
Yep.
I could make it into like, fuck, make streaming like me, like fuck. What? Let me see how I can put this. I want I want
No
to I
worries.
want to make it to where I'll be getting fucking passive income, bro, with
Yeah.
YouTube and all that. I'll be getting money like that, and I'll be getting money from technically from like the org or group that I make. So I would I would get them into the group, be like, hey, just do this amount of streams. I would get like 5% depending how much they make. Get a certain a percentage of that and put it into the group, so they can get their gear. I'll have them building up money so that they can go to their trips and stuff. If anything, so it's like I make money from helping them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Type of deal, and just get bigger, get your name more known, so you can start making partnerships with like companies and stuff, getting sponsorships and all that stuff. That's the plan.
Okay.
Sponsorships, making money from, getting bigger. Get your
All right. Well,
get your
fair
name
enough.
out there, pretty much is what it is.
Now this might be a controversial one for some, but not for all. What is your favorite song right now in this current moment?
Favorite
So
song
like,
at the moment.
yeah, at the moment, not all the time. We won't make it too controversial, but music's always a big conversation we like to have.
Well, this is artist that I found out about, or like a song that I've just been really like heavily like listening to it on repeat.
Yeah.
It is called. Let's see, I have it pulled up right here. "Miss Me" by Trey Fuego. I
Okay.
don't know. It's a really good song, and there's Joey Badass. "Love Is Only a Feeling."
Oh, I haven't
Those
heard
are
of him in a minute.
yeah, those are two songs. Well, that one's pretty new actually. But those two songs are just like really good. I've been listening to it like on fucking repeat all the time. But yeah. But if you want to talk about artists, there's like multiple artists that I really enjoy listening to. Like Joyner Lucas is a good artist. I haven't really like listened to him that often as I used to. But I would also listen to like X, heavily on X, Juice World, Ski Mask. I still listen to him a lot, and there's like a mix of like a little bit of like mainstream, like Kendrick, Drake, what's his name, J. Cole, just like a few, like Lil Uzi and all that,
Yeah.
and then
So
and then there's like that like the phase like or like a time period where I'll be listening to like the 90s like all the time. But it goes
Gotcha.
back and forth, yeah.
So, did you? So, obviously that was, that's a lot of rap. Did you grow up listening to rap? Was this something you kind of discovered later on in life? Like what got you into that culture? Because there's a lot of different stories between that. Some people grew up listening to it. Some people, found it later in life. Some people found it early in life. Like who was the first rapper you heard that you really enjoyed listening to?
Yeah. Well, technically you can say because I never really like had a phone back then, right? And I like
Yeah.
TV and shit. I was more like cable TV. Like I would never like there's just like the news on every day. I really wasn't on the internet when I was younger. I just had like no access to it. So I didn't really like find YouTube, like I said, until like 6th grade, like late elementary, middle school, and I think I started like listening to a lot of X when it came out because I had listened to like a song or two, but that's like really like the first artist that I really like enjoyed. Like you can say like a fan because
Yeah.
you could always like music like a lot. You could always like a certain song or whatever, but just like not really like care about the artist too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think X would probably be like the first artist that I really like like really liked and enjoyed to listen to, no matter what song it was.
So how did you discover rap? Like what got you
So
into
I
it?
really, technically, you can say I grew up with it because being Mexican or Hispanic or whatever, I grew up listening to a lot of like corridos is what we call it, like a lot of Mexican music, and it would be mixed. It was really, I really like got into, or you could say grew up listening to it, just because I would always be around my uncle or whatever, and L.A. hip hop, it's very very popular over there.
It's part of
So
the culture,
yeah,
yeah,
so
very much so.
I grew up like listening to like Ice Cube or G, what is it, G J Easy, G Easy, what's the fuck?
Not G-Eazy,
Sorry, not G
Jay
Easy,
Z.
Jay Z.
Is that Jay Z's the one? Are you still sticking with like M.W.A.? Or
Yeah,
are you sticking
yeah,
with Easy E?
Easy. There you go. Sorry,
Oh, okay,
can't
yeah,
remember his
Easy
name.
E, yeah.
Like Dr. Dre, fucking Tupac, Biggie, all
Yeah.
that. So like, I grew up listening to some of that with my uncle, and like, I just started listening to a lot of rap because I was in LA, and then my cousins, it was just something that I really liked. I like country. I don't really like. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like country that much. It's kind of like eh. It's like okay.
Yeah,
I already have Mexican country music. Fucking,
which
I don't want
is
to listen to anymore.
which is funny because in our area, I mean, our area is one of
Oh, it's
a big
fucking
agriculture area, so country
heavy,
is
bro.
very prevalent. We got a lot of kids here who be dipping and have all their lifted forward
They're
speller,
fucking,
yay!
they're
So
fucking
we have a
dip.
lot of those people. And we
Especially our
actually went to a
school.
school.
Yee
Yeah,
yee.
yeah, we went to a school with a lot of country kids.
Fucking yee yee.
Um,
Yee yee kids.
but yeah, I would argue though that we were respected at that school for one simple thing. Our work ethic is still there. We might not really relate to them on that, but we do have good work ethic.
Oh yeah. It was really
Um,
fun though too.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, fun
So
fact. They'll probably get jealous, but
yeah.
we had 2 hour lunches on Fridays.
Oh yeah, as well. Yeah, yeah. We had 2 hour lunches. If we didn't owe any, like if we didn't have any work. And a lot of people who
I
did
mean,
have work to do would still just ditch, so it didn't matter
apparently it
anyways.
was illegal or something because you can't have
Oh,
kids
very
out.
illegal.
Because you can't have kids out for that long. I mean, I don't understand why, but.
It is because the school at that time is, they're responsible for
There was
you.
still new tech. This school is still like pretty new, so
It's
they're still
young.
learning. Yeah,
It's young.
young.
It's the school that him and I went to has
14
now
years.
existed for less than 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, less than 20 years. And that's, we have more new schools. Our area is currently growing, and actually, that's the next thing I wanted to ask you. What do you think about the fact that our population around here is growing at a great rate? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want to live in a big city? Do you want to live in a small city?
Oh, I love the city,
Um,
bro. I go to like it's
okay.
like I said, like I grew up like still like kind of young. Maybe you can say like a long time, but I would always be in and out of LA. I still
Yeah.
go there like to this day, like all the time. And I really like the city, but fuck, man, the only thing that sucks is the traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So you enjoy the city, you enjoy that. If
Hello, you're
do
through
you
to
plan on
Pegasus
staying in
Lifestyle
California for the
Management.
rest of
How
your
can I
life? Do you want
help?
to go to another city? Do you want to kind of
Thank you,
travel?
sir. Your specialist vehicle is
What are
now ready
your
for you at our
what's
nearest
your
pickup
future in
station.
that?
Well, I'll definitely consider traveling for sure. Like me and my
Hmm.
brother kind of want to go to Cancun. Cancun is what it's called. It's in Mexico.
Yeah.
Eventually or soon or within 2 years or some shit. Definitely. Move out of California? Maybe that's probably a long term. I want to say, like maybe if it comes to happen, maybe I have like a family or some bullshit. Maybe move to Texas or some shit, just because of the like the what is that homes and all the properties out there is what it is. It's
Yeah.
affordable because I already know how it is out here and it's fucking crazy. And with the city becoming bigger over time, by that time everything's gonna be like LA, maybe more.
So, and that's actually, speaking of future, and you kind of mentioned this here, family. You would like to have a family eventually. You would like to have a wife and kids, I presume, or maybe a
Possibly.
husband in your case.
Oh, Fuck. 2 husbands. Sorry.
Nice.
Forgot to mention. Yeah.
I got you. No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you would like to have perhaps a wife and kid in the future. It's like it's something that you're certainly considering. Of course, we won't know until you get older.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
That's
possible.
definitely yeah. Okay. That's good. Now that we've kind of gone a bit into the future, I kind of wanted to ask you a little bit about something very recent. As everybody who has half a brain cell knows that we are living in historical times. I mean,
Oh, COVID.
coronavirus,
Yep.
COVID-19. I mean, we're talking
Hey,
something that it was very viral. It was in every single country / continent.
No, the whole world.
Yeah,
Everywhere,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's that's pretty much unheard of. The bubonic plague was very widespread. It actually wiped out 1/3 of the population, but it was not worldwide. It was just in Europe and I believe Africa as well.
Yeah. Same thing with like
So that being
Ebola. It was only in Africa, but never spread because of how deadly it was.
it was in the United States.
No, really?
Yeah, it killed too quickly that it never got the chance to spread. It was too deadly.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
But anyways, how has COVID affected you? Has it like hurt your mental state at all, or do you kind of not care? Do you not really feel like it affected you? And you were in high school at the time that this whole virus caused the shutdown. So do you have like any sort of spite towards it? Does it really matter to you?
Well,
how do you feel about it?
luckily, nobody in my family or anything got sick or whatever. So I was pretty fortunate with that. One thing that I can say is that it really just changed the way everybody lived, and it was just like a really life-changing experience for the most part. Like all the kids, who didn't have school for like half of the school year, it was fun for the first like half year, but it really did take a toll because it's just like you never know if everything will go back to normal or if you could ever like hang out or do stuff the same way we used to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like a very unnatural feeling. I don't know. Because even seeing like everybody still wears masks to this day, and it's like, fuck, like, has this really still been going on for this long? It's just something that we can't control. That's just crazy.
Yeah. So you at first you were okay with being out of school for a while, but then
Yeah, it was cool
after
at
a while
first.
you kind of realize like, oh shit, this is actually a big deal, and
another
I miss
another
my
thing on
friends.
top of that, I kind of feel like it ruined gaming for a lot of people because playing the same game like repetitively, and you had free time, like you literally had summer for like almost a year. It's like you played like almost every game you could play for like the longest amount of time you could, and it's just like, for example, like you're playing a game and you already finished the story already, and you're like, oh, this is boring. Like I already did everything there is to do on everything. I'm already tired of this game. I feel like I feel like that's what really happened to just a lot of games. Same thing with like Fortnite. It killed it a lot faster because people played it more and really just got it out of their system, pretty much, gaming and all that.
Yeah, you feel like it put too much time on a lot of people's hands. The virus really it made the whole world stop. Yeah, it made the whole world stop. But the problem with that is humans don't stop.
Yeah.
There's almost a need. I mean, even for lazy people. I'm pretty. I would argue that around this time period, I'm relatively lazy, and I myself will say that it was very interesting.
You're too pale. That's a vampire.
Oh no!
Fucking vampire. Can you give me a cup of tea, please?
Of course.
Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm fat. I understand.
But yeah, and then you mentioned the gaming, and back onto this topic. The gaming community is very dry right now. There's not a lot of new games out that people
exactly
are
that's what I'm
interested
saying.
in.
It just gave too much time to people, and it didn't give enough time to like developers and everything to make a new game because they were too busy, and didn't even have like access to the amount of employees they they had like originally because of COVID and how hard it hit. So it really just like put gaming back.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, my game froze.
So that's great.
Oh, it crashed. Jeez.
That's good. So, you know, considering your thoughts on, you know, on COVID, you know, when you do start college up, do you plan on actually, you know, attending in-person classes, or do you want to stick with online classes? You know, do you feel like you did better online in person? Were you able to focus more? Do you feel like it was kind of more difficult? You know, because a lot of people are different. A lot of people in class are like, okay, I'm in a working environment. You know, I need to sit down and focus on my work. And you know, there's some people who are like,
that's one
when
thing.
they're in a classroom, they're too busy talking to their friends all the
Yup.
time.
Mhm.
And so when they went home, they're like, well, shit, I can't talk to my friends. I might as well do my
Yeah.
work. You know,
Well,
two different types of people.
for
So what do you
me,
feel like works best for you?
it was really just like the opposite because I'm more like a hands-on type of person. Even though I know how to use computers and I enjoy being on like my computer all the time.
Yeah.
It's just something that I noticed and something that really fucked me over my last year of school. I don't think it was only for me, but it did happen to a lot of people I knew. Like everybody just really had no like supervision or had nobody looking over the work or whatever, so it really just made everybody procrastinate even more and just caused a lot of people's grades to drop like crazy. I preferred being in person because I had the chance to, like my second semester in my last
Yeah.
year, and I got a lot more work done in person than I did on computer.
Yeah, and cheating also was a very big thing with online learning, and I mean, obviously, still is. Cheating's a very big thing, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, kids cheat. You know that. You know, if you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. Whatever. I don't care. It's, you know, it's your life. It's your choice. You know, but I did. You know, there's statistics on that showing how many students actually, you know, were much easier. It was much easier to cheat due to the fact that they were sitting at home and they had this computer sitting right in front of them, with nobody being able to watch them. Now, I don't know if your school did this. I know that my school did, but there's actually programs that some teachers were able to use that actually watched over what was on your screen, so they could remotely monitor what was going on in your screen.
Yeah.
And that also sparked another issue, which was privacy in the homes of students. So, you know, this whole you know, online learning, this whole, honestly, coronavirus really changed the world and caused a lot of eyes to open. You know, a lot of businesses are realizing, hey, we don't need to be spending thousands of dollars on this building to have all my employees who can actually do the work they're doing right now from home.
Yep.
It saves me money. I can pay my employees more, or I can take more home depending on the type of boss you have, you know. So, you know, I'm glad to hear that you're thinking about going back in school, like say in-person learning. I'm not scared of the virus. I personally, as of now, I actually enjoyed online learning myself more. Now I will admit it did cause me to procrastinate more because I'm not stuck in a classroom, but at the same time, okay, my game also just crashed. But you know, I don't know. I don't really know how to go from, you know, like how to go back. You know, like I don't. Are you making fun of me? Oh, you're talking like good old President Barack Obama. You know, it's been. I can't do it. I wish I could do that voice impersonation. I can't. I'm not gonna.
I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, but it sound like a pilot. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Please fasten your seatbelts. We're expecting to depart here in 5 minutes.
Wall.
Okay,
I
really?
can say that. I can say that because I'm Mexican.
Let's avoid politics as much as we possibly can.
Hey, okay, hold on. Before we leave that, you know what's funny? I actually had seen on the news.
Yeah.
They were putting up a border, right? The wall. And the funniest shit, on the Mexican side of the border, they were finding homes with parts of the fucking wall. They were using it as a fence of their own. So they were stealing. They were stealing from the wall to put it in their homes. They had fucking barbed
like building
wire.
around their own house.
They had barbed wire and stuff. they had barbed wire around their homes and stuff. It was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, you were talking about the news, and that actually, that brings me on to another question. What do you think do you see social media and news media as like as more of a positive or more of a negative for society? Of course, if you think back to the, 80s, 70s, whatever, being able to connect with people states away was either very expensive through landline phones, and very difficult to do and overall a hassle. Now with social media, you can connect with somebody in a different country in a matter of seconds,
Yeah.
very easily.
You know
So,
what's
so how
funny
do you
about
feel?
that?
Do you feel like it's better or negative? Like,
I feel like,
obviously you like it because it's streaming, but
oh yeah,
overall for humanity, for the mental,
it's
what do you
cool.
think? What are your thoughts
It's
on that?
cool because you really get to meet a lot of people and you get to see like a lot of stuff out there you've never seen before, as opposed to
Yes.
like traveling and having to actually go experience it for yourself. One thing I did
Mhm.
notice though is that I kind of feel that like social media and technology really affected the way people's styles were. Because if you look back to like 70s, 80s, even 90s, when tech wasn't really like as popular, the style and everything was just super like different and everything. Like everybody was way more like open, and like they were more outside. Everybody was more outside, fucking traveling and just, expressing themselves a lot more because they had no other way to express themselves than in person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that also being said, I mean, you can make the argument that social media has made more people self-conscious. There's the argument
That's
that
what, I think that's what
females
I'm
are now
saying.
held
Yeah.
to some crazy standards and stuff. So that also really affects the mental of a lot of people. Social media and news media are great in ideas, but the second that businesses get a hold of it and marketing starts being involved, it can really skew things and really affect people. Um,
Yeah.
so that's just kind of interesting. So would you say, like I said, would you say it's more of a net positive or a net like negative? Because
I
you
mean,
like
it's definitely.
you might be able to connect. Like I have family who are in a different country,
Oh yeah.
and I'm able to connect with them through media, whether it be through Snapchat, Instagram, whether it just be through messaging, through my phone. In the past, this was pretty much, this would be considered magic in the past. Like this is
Oh
something
yeah.
that was incomprehensible to people. And an older generation still don't understand it. Like our
hmm
grandparents might look at their phone and they barely know how to text you. So, would you say it's more of a net positive or a net negative?
There's definitely a negative. If you're looking at it from a third person view, and you
Mm,
just see what technology has done for us, it's definitely a positive more than it would be a negative because you're able to you have more you're you have more access to way more information online than you would have maybe if than you would have in the library. The fucking internet is basically the whole fucking world and all of its information on there. It
mhm,
gives you more access to interact with way more people than you would in person. Definitely,
mm,
and for certain people, it kind of eases them. Like maybe you could say like people like maybe like social anxiety, people who don't like talking to people
yeah.
in person. It kind of just helps them practice. You can say,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying there, but I mean that's okay. Not to make this sad or anything, but to be fair, that's very much so like a nice country thing, um, because North Korea does not have that. They don't have social media. They're only able to access channels that their leader deems
Well,
correct.
here's the other thing.
So we're very blessed in that sense for
Here's
sure.
the other part of it. Fucking with all that shit, you're able to make machines and all that, and you can produce a lot more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would argue that overall, despite some of the negatives, you would say it's a positive thing for humans in this life in this world.
Okay.
Oh,
I
he's
need
getting yelled at.
to take my clothes out of the washer real quick.
All right. Well, I will do my best to entertain streams, despite the fact that I'm kind of monotone and not very entertaining.
Co-host, I'm passing it to you.
Yeah, this is why I'm the co-host. All right. So, and if you're still in my chat and you have any questions you think you would, be interested, or if you have any thoughts, feel free on Josh's chat. I suppose you can answer it too, though I will not be able to see it right now. I'll let him know when he returns to kind of get back to you guys on that with, some answers for you guys. The next question I'm going to ask him is, does he think and or hope that there's life elsewhere? Aliens is a big conversation, believe it or not. It's it's definitely an interesting one. This universe is huge, but due to religion or other personal things, you might not believe that there is any other life, and you might want there to be more life.
Shut up.
There's a few things. Okay, well, you're already back, so that was pretty quick. Pretty happy about that. My next question, I was telling your chat to, put some thought into it as well as mine. Aliens. Do you think they exist, and or do you want them to exist?
I'm an alien.
Yeah, well, sometimes with how dumb you are, I think it's true.
Be mom, your mom.
But yeah, no, seriously, do you think there's such thing as aliens, or would you want there to be aliens?
We're aliens. I definitely do believe there's a possibility of other life. It's there's gotta be more life.
You think so?
The galaxy or the fucking universe is infinite, bro.
Interesting. So do you think? Okay, here's the thing. Do you think
we're
that
not
life,
special? Is what I'm saying.
Do you think that this other life though is smarter, dumber, probably the same? Do you think they would be similar to us? How intelligent would you think or want them to be?
Well, that's a good question. Fucking, if there's life, it could be from fucking bacteria to cells to fish. You really won't know. There's no way of deciding or showing that there's fucking intelligent life out there. I mean,
until we either discover it or we don't. Yeah.
Either we are the most intelligent or we're not. I really hope we're not.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I really hope we're not the smartest.
Are you you into conspiracies or no? Not really.
Oh yeah, I love watching I'm really into sci-fi. I really love sci-fi and all that. It's fucking awesome. Like Star Wars, not Star Trek. Never got into that. It's kind of weird, low-key.
Yeah, it's a bit older. It's a bit older than Star Wars. Just,
like Star Wars, or I really like the medieval stuff with Lord of the Rings and all that shit.
Okay.
I love all that shit. It's really cool. Transformers, even. It's fucking, I don't know. I just find it really interesting. It's really cool. A really cool thing.
And you and I've talked about this. You also, you enjoyed watching documentaries, and this, hopefully this isn't very political, but in terms of, did you watch a lot of war documentary, like American War, or maybe even other wars, such as with the Spaniards, or do you watch a lot of war documentaries?
Well, that's more history.
What are your interests in that?
But
yeah. That's not sci-fi. That's history. Yeah.
History is something I really kind of know for the most part. When it comes to stuff like that, documentaries, it's more so documentaries of aliens, evidence of there could be, or the ocean, or animals and stuff. It's just finding how crazy evolution has got over time. It's just stuff that I like watching, that things I don't already know, things that finding out how different other animals' lives and how they adapted to certain fucking things, which brings into mind it's very possible for aliens to fucking exist. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned evolution in that. So do you believe that? What do you think? Do you think humans were put here on Earth? Do you think they evolved from some sort of cluster of cells, bacteria? Do you think they evolved from apes? Like, or do you think that God? Do you
Well,
believe in like a God in creation? Like, what do
I
you
would.
believe in terms of that?
I kind of want to say I'm religious. You know,
Okay.
I definitely do believe in God and all that, and I do believe that He created, you know, the universe,
Mm-hmm.
and you know He created and yada yada. You know, the Bible says He created us in His image, and all that.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's just something spiritual. You know, it's something I believe in that I don't believe. Maybe I just can't comprehend that there's nothing, you know, at the end of life or whatever. There's got to be a little something more than just fucking our brains. You know what I mean? Why?
So you believe that oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
So you do believe that a God created, you know, the universe and you know the life that we have here. Do you think that he or she or it, we'll go with it in this case because a God might not even have any sort of, you know, anyways.
Yeah.
Do you believe that God created and also got rid of? Do you think that God controls extinctions? Do you think that God controls, or do you think that he created it, or that it created it? Do you think God created life and kind of let it run its own course?
I feel like He's just there to guide the world and to guide us, not necessarily be like a babysitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not absolute control.
He gave us freedom. We do whatever we want, and we choose our path. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair.
Not necessarily his choice. So, you know, if the world comes to end, you know, he didn't really cause that. You know what I mean?
If it comes to end by humans,
what if that meant to happen? Is what it is.
What if the universe just throws a nice little fastball, aka a meteor, and we just end up getting screwed over that way? Do you think that God planned that, or do you think that the universe just kind of happened to play out that way?
It just happened. Everything played out the way it is, and if it happens, it happens. It's just like when they talk about, you know, the day of reckoning or whatever, or the judgment day is what it is. It just happens, bro. And that's why they say just be ready for God to judge you for your sins.
Yeah, this is very interesting to me because you and I are very similar, but we're also very different. See, I'm not very religious. I don't believe that there's a God. I am one of the people who believes that, you know, this was some sort of,
because I definitely do believe.
Yeah, science,
like
but
evolution.
phenomena.
I definitely do believe it because it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. I feel like.
See, I don't think we came from chimps though.
No. That's what I'm saying. Everything in a sense is related. We're fucking related to trees. We're related to fucking bugs and everything. Just for the fact that we are all fucking cells for the most part, just clumped up together. Is what we are. But we molded differently, and for each area or environment, we just all adapted differently. We're the same thing, just created in a different shape and form.
Okay. All right. Now that got a little religious. That could be very controversial. So sorry if I put you in an uncomfortable position
no,
there.
That's cool, bro. I don't really talk about it that much, but
yeah. It's not a very common
it's just something
thing.
Something that I was taught. Something that, you know, I kind of believe in. It's the same thing with like conspiracies. It's like saying, oh, do you believe in aliens? It's just all possible.
Yeah. So, you know, just to get on a little bit lighter of a topic, and not so much relatable for everybody, but a lighter topic. Cars. Top 3 cars and favorite like style of car. Do you like supercars, JDM? You know, what are your interests?
So we all know Spazzos is gonna hate this. He hates the type of cars I like.
Yeah, all of them.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I definitely do like the Civics and everything. They're pretty cool, fun little cars. Technically JDM, if you want to call it, because they are what is it? Japanese, Chinese.
JDM
cars?
would be Japanese. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, continue.
Or the manufacturers from I forget where.
Yeah.
If you want to call that, but top 3. I would definitely put some American muscle there, like the '69 Mustangs, you know that. That's
Just give me top 3 cars and then type of cars.
okay,
So like,
so
you know, like what generation Civic?
like I want to say 1999 to 2000.
Okay, so okay, and then so.
But I wouldn't say that's
generation.
top 3. I'm not gonna say that's top 3. I'm just saying I like
Okay.
those. So top
Okay, so
3
let's go
would
top
be,
3 vehicles.
Mustang,
Mhm.
GTR, and
Okay.
I'm going from like different categories. And
Yeah,
then,
no, that's okay.
And then McLaren.
Okay, so you had 1 JDM, 1 American Muscle, and 1 supercar in there. Now, if you had to pick one from those 3, what would you pick?
GTR, easily.
You'd pick the GTR over
Yeah, it's
everything.
my
Now,
top
are we talking R32, R33,
32.
R34? Or are we talking R35? What generation we're talking?
32.
Okay, 32. Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, I really like the
33 is the most hated, and 32 and 34 are the
Most
top 2. Those are the ones that are loved.
34 is definitely like I wouldn't say overhyped. It's just pretty iconic. The 32 and the 34 are very iconic for different reasons.
Yeah, and the 33 is hated because it was the most like it was like the least advertised in terms of pop culture. I would argue.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would choose an R32 GTR over a McLaren and over a
69,
Mustang. Now, I definitely don't blame you over the Mustang. You know, because hashtag
Yeah.
fuck Mustangs. Ain't nobody give a fuck about those things.
Those are like the best fucking Mustangs they ever came out with.
So would you argue that you're more of like in terms of car type, like if you had to pick between, you know, JDM or American Muscle or Super, you would probably choose JDM most of the
I
time?
would go JDM because JDM just has a wide variety and
Okay.
a very like cool selection of cars.
Yeah,
Like
and very
VR7,
different. You know, you can have
GTR,
4-cylinder.
Supra,
Yeah.
Hondas, fucking whatchamacallit, like Nissan. There's a ton of cars, a wide variety. With American Muscle, it really comes down to like the top 3, just the 3 big ones, fucking Mustangs, Challengers, and Chevys, the Camaros.
Yeah. Yeah, see, back in the older generations, there actually were more options. They just slowly started to get rid of them. You know, there was the the Chevelle, there was
Super
the
Beam.
Challenger and Charger were both, the Challenger and Charger were both 2-door muscle cars back in the day.
What's it called? The one with like the big fat fin in the back was just fucking sick.
That was just like an option for the older Dodges. Yeah, that was the Plymouth Superbird or
Yeah,
the
Plymouth.
Dodge.
And then they had the
well, Plymouth is owned by Dodge. It's like, you know,
yeah.
that's like saying Acura and Honda.
Firebird
You know,
would be technically muscle, wouldn't it?
Yes, the Pontiac Firebird. That would be actually a branch of probably Chevy. If I remember right, GM, General Motors, owns Pontiac.
Yeah.
That's why like the later like 4th gen Camaros and 4th gen Pontiac they're literally the exact same build. They just have different, like they have the same transmission, same drivetrain, same all that.
Yeah. Same shit with like GMC and Chevy, the trucks at least.
So do you like so you would prefer cars over trucks or SUVs?
Yeah, I kind of like coupes for the most part.
Okay. Okay.
Small
Interesting.
fast
Now, another topic that might not be relatable for all, but sports. Favorite sport, favorite teams. Favorite. Okay, hold on.
sport.
Favorite sport to watch and favorite sport to play, because that's different. That's different for me at least.
Oh, to play?
And
Well,
watch, yeah. Give me one of each.
Definitely didn't play football as much as I would like to, but I kind of feel like maybe basketball, I think, is my favorite to play in person. To watch, I would I would go with boxing for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I did boxing. I did some boxing back then, high school, middle school. Is really what I did until my brother got injured. We would watch a lot of soccer, play soccer. Mainly my brother though. I wasn't like really like into watching sports. I would like playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all of that, like soccer, basketball, football. I played for basketball team. I played for a football team. It was cool. I liked it in boxing, but I don't know. I just enjoy watching boxing a lot more than I do play it because it fucking hurts.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've seen me get knocked out before. That was yeah. I
True.
think I've experienced. Think I've
Somebody
experienced
paid
that.
$500 in chat right now for the video of him getting knocked out. Lol.
Yikes.
Imagine.
You know what? For $500, I'll let you sell it. I mean, shit. That's a lot of money. Fuck, I don't mind.
Yeah. I'll give you a percentage.
Fucking for $500, I'll share it.
Shit.
I'll take fucking 10%. I'm down, bro.
He got
fucking,
fucking.
hey,
He
$500.
got fucking.
To be fair,
Oh,
to be
man.
fair, I said like $300 for a face reveal for me. That's how much it would cost to see my face.
To see his face
Anyways.
get fucked up, that's another 200 extra.
Exactly. I was
You got
knocked out for like a
fucked up.
total of I was knocked out for like a total of a second, but I didn't go out.
You
stiff.
fucking
I'm back.
wobbled, bro.
Bro, nah, it wasn't. It's not even the fact that I wobbled.
Your legs
The
kinda,
funny part was just
locked
like,
up, you fell and you wobbled and fell back. It was
so we kind of all sparred for fun. It was like well, you and your brother didn't really try because obviously you guys, you were really well trained. I've never been trained in boxing. I have been taking a few small trainings in fighting, pretty much just mixed martial arts. But never really got too serious because I'm kind of a smaller person, so even in like sparring and that like at a young age, I got my ass kicked a lot.
He's the type of person to carry a weapon. I feel.
Me?
Wink, wink.
Well, like if I'm messing around with my friends, obviously not. But like if
Are we
I
allowed
don't
to talk
know.
about that? When you.
What do you mean?
when
Like
you chased me around that tree? Remember?
Are you asking for like TOS or are you asking me personally? Like what are you saying?
Yeah, both.
I don't know about TOS to be honest with you. But we're fucking small enough. Who
I don't think it would be a
who really
TOS,
gives a
'cause
shit?
we play fucking COD, bro. There's guns and shit.
We're small enough anyways they don't give a shit. So here's the thing. In
go
high
ahead.
school,
Go ahead, tell the
as we
story.
previously discussed, yeah, I'll tell this story. Josh and I went to the same high school. Now he's a couple years younger than me.
A year.
Um,
No, sorry,
yeah, a
two.
year.
Two technically.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways, but this little fucker had a tendency of stealing my shit, and running away with it. Now, him and I, at that time, were about the same speed. For a bigger kid, he was actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
But I also had this thing called no fucking brakes. I couldn't stop, and he could stop. So he would be very good at maneuvering and getting away from me. So one day I don't remember what he took, but he wasn't aware of the fact that were you aware? You might have known.
Okay.
I carried brass knuckles on me to school.
Yeah. Well, they're acrylic technically, but same
Not
shit.
acrylic. Acrylic is.
Or sorry.
No, they were
not acrylic.
Lexan, which is what bulletproof glass is made out of.
It still fucking hurt like a bitch. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's actually on the hardness scale is like it's very up there. It hurts. And believe it or not, it actually hurts your hand when you punch with them.
Our operator is on call.
But yeah, I did
Please
chase
try later.
Mr. Joshinola here around a tree with knuckles, and I eventually ended up hitting the shit out of him with it. Not to the head. I wasn't trying to cause him any brain damage. Not that there's much brain to damage, but
Fair enough.
you know, it did happen. And yeah, I did carry
We'll
that
say
on me.
he
And
left a
I yeah, definitely. And see, here's the thing. Since we're on the topic of fighting, I'm not a very powerful hitter. I am a very fast though. I do have good speed, and I would argue to say overall that like I think I have pretty good I guess to say accuracy. That doesn't feel right, but like I could kind of hit some like soft spots. Like I know where to hit like in the liver or a kidney. I do aim for temples and jaw.
Yeah, I don't hit
But-
hard at all. I'm pretty light hitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. No
Should I
need
show
to
my
no need to
brother?
lie here. Your brother fucking hits hard as shit. Yeah, no need to lie there either.
You're telling me. I sparred him.
Yeah, true. Yeah, well, okay, well, let's get into that. So we were talking about family earlier. I'm surprised this didn't get brought up. This guy and his brother would just fight
Yeah.
for fun.
For fun.
Hey, I know we've
It
got
was just
that other
something
thing.
they
You're
fucking
still working
did.
on that, right? Great. Well,
Okay, yeah,
I've got
sure.
something else.
Give me 1 second.
So big and so secret.
God fucking damn it.
One. Talk about penis or something. I don't know.
Listen,
You like that
I know
topic,
this is
don't
about
you?
you. Yeah, okay, buddy. No, that's more your speed, my guy. Definitely. This guy is already to leave twice, man. The one bad thing about this, about him, you know, he's never fucking here. He can't sit still. But yeah, so we've all sparred a time or two. But yeah, the time that I got knocked out, it was pretty interesting. So what happened was, is I was fighting one of my good friends, or sparring with one of my good friends, and I was kind of teaching him a little bit. And I have a bit of a flaw in my technique, which is when I throw a right hook, my left hand guarding my left side of my face, like my temple and my jaw, tends to fall. So when I throw my right, if you throw a right back, and you throw it back well, you could actually, like, my entire temple is left in the open, and you are able to hit it. And that was when I was training. That was actually a big problem for me. That's always something that, like, for whatever reason, just I always used to drop that hand. So when I was in mixed martial arts and sparring, let's just say I caught a foot or two to the side of the fucking head. But yeah, so sparring, we all kind of did that in high school. It was kind of fun. Joshinola has always kind of been interested in that. He's very good. His brother's very good at boxing. They're both very good fighters. I'm not great at boxing. I'm not a good stand-up fighter. And unfortunately, because I'm lightweight, I wouldn't say I'm a great fighter overall, to be honest with you, but I'm lightweight, so on the ground is also kind of difficult. I can definitely grapple. I know how to do arm bars, leg locks.
Yeah, you do.
You know, headlocks, all that kind of shit.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
He loves to grapple.
I know how to do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what I was saying on
He
ground
loves to
fighting.
get on the floor. It's his favorite. It's his favorite.
But I was telling them, like even ground fighting's a little difficult for me due to my small size. You know, I'm pretty.
Which reminds me, fucking the pool. You want Spazzos, bro? That shit was so fucking funny, bro.
It's funny because he's much bigger than me now, but I'm such a little slimy bastard, and I'm kind of sneaky that I was actually able to avoid him.
And then when you both are going,
well.
both are going against me.
Yeah, and we both lost. Lol.
Yeah, it was 2v1, bro, and they still lost, trying to put me in the water. It was the funniest shit ever. I had Spazzos in my arms like a fucking baby. I was cradling.
Yeah, he just carried me. He cradled me for a little bit.
And then the other one was on my back. And I put him in the water, and then I went to the other one. Shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, well, see, the other thing that sucks is, so I used to be an athlete back in high school. Well, an athlete my whole life, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
So speed has always kind of been my thing, but in high school, I was much more muscular and much better. I've lost 20 pounds since high school, and it's just of whatever muscle I did have. So unfortunately, like, yeah, it was not very good, and I've become much weaker than what I used to be. Not scared of fighting anybody though. That's never been a fear of mine. I do not fear fighting. It's not something I necessarily like enjoy doing. I'm not a hard ass or anything by any stretch of the imagination. But I don't fear anybody. It's nothing I need to fear. I mean, shit, we're all gonna die one day. So if I end up getting into a fight with some crazy bastard who kills me, then fuck it, whatever. That's unfortunate for me. That's how it fucking goes. Whatever. But yeah, we've all sparred a good time or two. We've all had a good time. Our friend group is kind of fascinating in a way.
We're mixing is the funniest shit ever, bro. We have like a group of weird people.
Yeah, and we're all very like we're similar in a lot of ways, and we're all very different in a lot of ways.
Right. Please try again later.
You and I are.
We get along. We get along, but we don't get along.
Listen, this is Tony Prince.
Yeah. You and I are very similar in the sense, like, we have tough skin.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like
And we could
that.
talk
A savvy
shit.
investor. I'm not such a savvy investor.
You know, people
Oh,
could say whatever the fuck they want to me, and it's not gonna hurt my feelings. And same shit for you. Like nobody's gonna really get under your skin.
Hmm.
And what like you're not gonna go home and cry. And and we have. I'm not saying we have friends that'll do that, but we do have friends who are more sensitive to that kind of stuff. We have friends who are more antisocial. Like I'm a pretty social person. I can talk to a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Antisocial. You want to talk about antisocial? Our buddy
Suck at success,
Brent
Austin.
and
And
Austin.
Brent, yeah.
Yeah, that guy's quiet, bro. You should hear.
They're very.
You should hear the type of shit he says now, bro. Like he's way more. Cause it took him fucking 5 years, 4 or 5 years, bro, just to get comfortable with us.
Yeah.
That's how fucking antisocial he is. But
Yeah.
the type of shit he says now, bro, it's fucking crazy. It's the funniest shit ever, bro.
Have you told him about us starting this podcast? And would he be interested? Do you think?
I think I did, but currently in like his situation, he can't do it at the moment.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. Austin, on the other hand,
Yeah.
he's a character for sure.
Yeah, he's weird. And he's a fucking nerd, but he can hold his own ground.
Oh my god, are you serious, bro?
He had a bounty on you again.
Motherfucker, bro.
But yeah, all of us when we're together, I would like to say like one day, like I would like to have us all together.
Oh.
But I could already tell that I'm gonna get angry as fuck, and I'm just gonna like rage the fuck out. Like you guys are gonna make me rage on a podcast,
I already
not even
do.
through a video game. So, that's how that goes.
So I don't know how many times I don't even remember how many times you already did this, but Spazzos has like blocked me like on multiple occasions. Just for me fucking with him a lot. And like I'm like one of the very few people who can get him mad to the point where he'll just fucking quit the game. And he won't he won't get back on. He'll keep me blocked for like maybe a month until I see him in person, and he'll unblock me.
See, okay, that's another thing. That's one way that you and I are different too. You're not a very big rager, and I
Not really, no.
Yeah, no, not really. Like, yes, you get mad, but you don't. You're not like as explosive as me. I break controllers.
I don't hold fucking a grudge.
I break controllers. When I used to have a console, I ripped the power cord out of the back like mid game one time.
I remember that. You called and you're like, I ripped them all the cords or some shit. I forget what you said.
Yeah, I straight up. Well, I literally got so mad. I stood up. I threw my controller, and I like throwing the controller wasn't enough to get my anger out. So I grabbed the back of the console, grabbed the power cord, and just threw it out of the like the cord. It's like the heavy part of like the cord, like the power cord. I pulled that out, and it hit the wall like super hard. Like I actually put like not like a hole, but like there was a soft spot in that wall from the cord like hitting it because I pulled it out that hard. We also used to have a like my brother. I used to share a console with my brother, and we also used to have like a very nice wooden
table,
not shelf, not cabinet, dresser. And let's just say, I don't know. I would say that wood was about 3 to 5 inches thick and solid. And we managed to break through it, just from straight up raging. It's not like we attempted to break it, but we would hit it as hard as we wanted to early. And eventually that ended up snapping. So I kind of grew up in a family of ragers. But you're not much of a rager. You actually. Yeah, I think it's because you're more of the troll. I'm not much of a troll, for the most part. I think you're the one who likes to make people rage. You're more of a troll type.
I know how to press people's buttons is what it is.
Once
I get to know you, I'll push your buttons. Definitely will. Yeah, like my brother. My brother's definitely short-tempered when it comes to me, but like when it comes to like other people, he's like not as fucking short-tempered.
Yours' temperaments are very different though, because your brother's very nice. Your brother's a nice guy. Well, to us, I don't know about to you, but to us,
to you guys.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call him a nice guy.
To us, he's very kind. He's very he's very cool. But I don't remember who I met first. I think I actually may have met you before I met your brother.
It was in like some history class or some bullshit with. It was an elective class. Only thing I remember was you talking about White Dragon, and I think you were with Cielo and
Oh yes,
Austin.
White Dragon. Yeah,
That
okay.
was
Yeah.
definitely a fucking conversation.
If you were, I mention crazy shit. I have crazy questions that I ask people all the time.
Yeah,
I very much so am that type of
yeah.
person. I don't know. See, I don't know. See, a lot of times I like to look back at like high school. And I'm like, yeah, I'd say I got along with most people. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I was so fucking weird. I don't know if they actually liked me or if they were like scared I was gonna like
Yeah,
fucking yell at them if they didn't laugh. Like, I
bro,
don't know.
like
I'm
Spazzos
not
fucking
like okay, hold
scares
on,
me,
hold
bro.
on. Let me
Sometimes.
clarify. I'm not like school shooter weird, all right? I'm not like antisocial, hide in
Pause.
the corner.
Pause.
I'm not that
You're
weird.
not
But I'm like
weird, but you know,
yeah, I'm odd in the sense of like I'll ask you like the craziest, most like weird
he's just
sexual
like the
questions
most.
you would ever think of your entire
He's the
life.
most fucking spontaneous. Like out of nowhere, he comes up with like some weird ass bullshit, and then you're like, "What the fuck did I just hear?" And like,
Yeah,
and it's like your little fucking phrase or your little expression. You're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh."
like oh, okay.
I'm like, oh yeah. I
Or
was like,
or
oh
or really?
yeah. Really?
Um, yeah.
Fucking
Well,
petty, bro.
I don't know if I've ever told you this story because this is before you and your brother ever made it to high school, to like our high school.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got into trouble, I believe, my sophomore year of high school. Um, we were in a class, and I was just fucking around, and I had gotten out of class. I like how
BJ,
this turned into like my thing. Wait, what'd you say?
BJ.
I have gotten one of those in a classroom, but we'll
Yeah,
save that for my.
I
We'll
know
save
who
that
it
for my.
was.
Wait, do you? Did I ever tell you who it was?
Yeah, it starts with the J, ends with the A.
Joshua? Yikes.
My
Goofy ass.
bad.
No, but I was leaving out of a classroom, and I don't know what the fuck got into my brain, but I guess I was in my fucking American Idol ass mood because as we're walking out of the classroom, we're kind of stuck in like a line. Everybody's all huddled up by this small ass door, trying to fucking squeeze their fat asses through it. And I just suddenly scream in like a nice little singing tone, like, "Oh, daddy, don't touch me there. Oh, Papa,
Sounds like
no,
you.
that hurts."
It sounds like you.
And the teacher did not
Oh,
appreciate that little tune I decided to spout out of my fucking mouth at that
daddy,
time.
don't touch me there. That's fucking
And
great.
let's just say I did get into a little trouble for that. I got in trouble my junior year for drawing two stick figures fucking and one hanging on a piece of paper.
I remember that.
Yeah, well, somebody fucking ratted on me, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't snitch on you," and I'm like, "How the fuck do the teachers know it was me who drew it then?" And they're like, "Oh, I told the teacher, not the administration." I'm like, "You dumb bitch. What do you mean? Like, huh?" Well, like what? You think the teacher's gonna see me drawing a stick figure hanging from a fucking ceiling fan flying around is not gonna turn that in? Like, okay, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I have like a tendency of doing that kind of crazy shit all the time. Okay, bringing like the knuckles to school.
Bro, I got in trouble for fucking showing the teacher a video of Mike Tyson biting the ear off of the other guy.
Oh, I did not know you. Wait, when did you do this?
This was middle
We gotta know
school.
this story.
I got it.
You should have told me more school stories.
I got in trouble for that. Me and my buddy were just watching it like out of nowhere. I pulled it up and
Yeah.
we were fucking laughing because we're like, "Oh shit," or whatever. Like, damn. And then teacher's like right behind us and he's like, "Oh, what's that? What's that?" And then I had to show him. It was a video
Hmm.
of Mike Tyson just fucking biting the shit out of somebody's ear. What is it, Holyfield, if I recall correctly?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It was fucking funny, bro. The teacher I got sent to, like a TA, you can say. She's still there. It's like a fucking counselor type of deal teacher. She's like, so what'd you guys get in trouble for? What are you in trouble for? Why you sent me? Why you here? And I'm like, I was showing a video of my, and I explained to her what happened. I showed the video, and she's like, you shouldn't be really watching that here. Now, should you? I'm like, no. And she kind of just smiled. She didn't give a shit. The teacher just made a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Really,
Definitely.
she was cool. She's like, just don't do that again. You know, you're cool. Don't fuck with it or whatever. And so that I wouldn't get in trouble. Okay, this is beforehand actually, right before I left the class. So I wouldn't get in trouble or get a referral or like get the video get sent up to the office.
Yeah.
When the teacher wasn't looking, I got up, opened the computer, closed all the tabs, and signed out.
Damn.
Yeah. So no evidence, bro.
Oh.
No evidence,
I.
and no referral, no nothing. I didn't get in trouble, so I was all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any more school stories? Now you've told everybody about the water bottle story. Do you have anything else? And by the way, come kill me.
Water
Come kill
bottle
me.
story.
I'm gonna go to your house. Come kill me
Yeah.
because I have a $9,000 bounty on me.
Jeez. Kind of need that.
Okay.
Let's see. Another one. Oh, this is when you were with. This includes you. So we were in class. This was PE, if I remember correctly. It was me, you, Austin talking
Yeah.
around like always. I remember Austin, like we were talking about some stupid shit, and Austin puts his fingers up in his fucking mouth. His two fingers, right?
Oh
index
yeah,
finger,
yes,
the other
that's
one.
your mouth.
And he's like, well, imagine he sticks it in like his mouth. So Spaz has the audacity, just fucking out of nowhere, shoves fucking with his palm, shoves his fucking Austin's hand. So he hits Austin's hand farther into his fucking mouth to the point where his fingers fucking touch the back of his fucking throat. And all you hear is in the back of the class is and fucking Austin gagging on his finger. And it was the fucking funniest shit ever. I was
Get out of
fucking
your house.
dying. Yeah, I'm outside. Hello?
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, that should happen.
Man, it was the funniest fucking shit ever, bro.
Yeah. He was fucking putting his stupid ugly ass fingers in his mouth. And yeah, so when he was fucking around and doing that, I just fucking slammed my palm into like his hand and fucking forced his fingers to deep throat himself. And yeah, that fucking gag was insane. It was funny as shit, dude. And that was
great.
PE. That's
Yeah.
before we went outside. We were in the classroom still.
Remember
I have
the fucking herpes. Yeah, yes, herpes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We're telling that story on stream. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that
Yeah.
bitch. So, there was this girl in our
Scoliosis.
class. I'm not going to give away her name. Yeah,
We'll just
yeah,
call
there
her
we go. There's her
scoliosis.
name. Yep, there's her name.
Scoliosis.
And we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it like a little bit of background on this girl.
Yeah, give her
So-
a description of what she looks like, and then we'll talk about it.
So, here's a little bit of like okay. So scoliosis. She didn't actually have it, right? There was a reason for it, but she didn't actually have scoliosis. Correct? Or did she?
We say that just because of how she fucking walked.
Yeah, so this girl, fucking, I'm not gonna say she was ugly.
She was mid.
I'm not gonna say that. All right, yeah, I'm just not gonna say that I'm just gonna say she's not ugly, okay?
Smash
But
her
she
back.
had this had this like this stupid idea that if she walked around and fucking bent her lower back the entire time she walked,
arched her back, but like
everybody would
backwards.
believe that she had the fattest ass, and that's where she gained the
She
name
would walk on
scoliosis because she
tiptoes,
never
too.
kept her fucking. She would never keep her fucking back straight.
Oh god.
She I don't know. I feel like a decent amount of people at our school liked her, but for whatever reason, she fucking hated me.
Yeah.
I don't know what the reasoning was. I think it was because I was loud and obnoxious. I'm very like insane, and
The type of
I
shit you'd
call
be saying
people.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be saying some wild shit. Like I'll straight up, I don't know. Like I'll yell some
Okay, I'll give
crazy
you,
shit
I'll
like
give you
at
the
my
other
friends.
story. This includes you after you talk about this one, real quick.
Yeah, so for whatever reason she didn't like me. She always gave me dirty looks. She always fucking just I don't know. She always looked stupid. And her and I'd actually gotten
Come
into it a
back to my
couple
house, by the
times.
way.
One time I was okay. One time I was talking shit to one of my friends, and she told me that I shouldn't be saying shit like that. And then, anyways, so I'll get to the main part when we get to the main juice of the story. Anyways, this girl didn't fucking like me. She kind of was considered like a little bit thoughtish. And one day we were all running the mile. Now I don't have great stamina during sex or during running, so just overall it's just not good for me. After the mile, I was fucking gassed and I didn't have any fucking water. And we don't have water. Well, we did have water fountains, but we didn't have water fountains near where we ran the mile at. So I see Josh with a water bottle.
I took it from her and I gave it to
And-
you. what it was.
Yeah. Well,
Me and her were cool
yeah.
at the
So
time.
I asked him for.
That's what it was.
I asked him for a sip of water, and he said, "Yeah, sure, but it belongs." I don't know if he told me actually. He said, "Yeah, sure," and I ended up taking his
Oh, he
drink,
took
and
a
then
sip. Then
he
I said, I'm like,
returned.
oh, by the way, it was
Oh
hers.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then she looks back and sees, and
And when you returned it to her,
Uh-huh.
she says, "Go ahead, you say
she's
it."
like, ew, he probably has herpes. And it was
Now,
I brought Spaz heard it, and go ahead.
now let's go and get to the next part of this. This bitch had the audacity to say that I had herpes, aka calling me a little man-ho. Now, this entire time, she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
This entire time. She's with this guy for like 2 years or some shit.
We witnessed this. Many people witnessed it.
Well, it was my fucking friend. Well, we were like close friends, but he was my fucking friend. She is walking to class with my buddy
In the open.
in the open in
Not
front of
even being
everybody,
discreet.
holding his hand. They hug. They've kissed, and he even like cupped her ass outside of a classroom before they separated to her like each other's class. This bitch had the audacity to say that I have herpes when she's cheating on her whole ass boyfriend in front of everybody at school. Like, bro, let me tell you, you have no room to call anybody any type of hoe, any type of fucking AIDS, herpes. You don't have any room to be saying that
And-
shit when you got the whole squad running through your cheeks when you have a whole ass boyfriend.
You know what's funny?
Bro, nah.
Me and her, we never dated, but we were very close.
Yeah.
So we were talking whatever bullshit. Just one day, bro. Like she just makes up her mind and goes to the dance with like some other guy, even though she wanted me to go with her. And I'm like, oh. Turns out that was the boyfriend, and you know he's getting cheated on now. So I kind of dodged like a very large bullet. It's
Yeah,
fucking
and like I said,
funny
she's
shit,
not.
though.
I wouldn't say that she's ugly. I'm not gonna say that she's like a bad-looking girl. So yeah,
No.
you guys were somewhat like flirtatious / talking at one point, correct?
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely dodged a bullet because she would have had a sausage fest anytime she had the
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
opportunity.
You know her best friend too. She literally talks shit to her best friend's mom about her,
Hello,
like behind her
Pegasus
back.
The girl with
Lifestyle
the
Management. How
the
can
girl
I
with the
help you?
glasses.
Great. So it's
Trinity,
available for
Trinity.
pickup
I'm
at
just
our
gonna say
nearest
Trinity.
location, sir.
Mikey's
Okay, yes.
girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they're best friends for like all high school. Turns out, because I heard this from her, that you know Scoliosis fucking was talking shit to her mom about her and expected like for her mom not to tell her about it. So you know that kind of fucked over her friendship and everything.
Hello there.
You know, I think she pretty much
You
just
ever
ended up with
think
like
that
maybe one or two
something's, like,
friends at the end of the
missing from your
fucking.
life? And I don't mean just
fucking
that
high
your
school or
wife
whatever,
ran
which is
off
fucking
or that
crazy.
your
One of
best
them
friend is too good
ended up
for
being a
you.
girl that like I kind of talked to. I don't know. She liked me, but then we just kind of stopped talking to each other. Didn't it? With here's your hint. Day and night. You know what I'm talking about? Josh.
I'm thinking.
Hello? Did you die?
I'm thinking so hard right
Oh,
now. I usually don't think this hard.
well, Day.
I know who you're talking about. I know the name. I know exactly what name you're talking about, but I just don't know the person.
Okay, well, yeah, they were friends for a little bit because I saw them posting. I
Wait,
saw
football?
Day post about it. Football.
Football girl?
I think. No, not her. That's not Day. That's what the fuck is her name?
Is that you?
Her name's Angel and Demons. That's her name. No, Day. Started with a Day. Wore chokers.
Thanks for that, asshole.
Oh, I kind of wanna think. What is this person doing, bro? He wants my butt. Where's my booty cheeks?
I don't know, but anyways, they ended up being friends. I don't know if they stayed friends, but they were definitely friends for a little
Wait,
bit.
Fro?
But yeah, I don't know. I had. Huh?
No, different
No,
person,
no,
actually.
she didn't have a friend. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I had like random people had beef with me. And I'll say this guy's name because he was cool. I have no shit to talk about him. This guy named Hayden was also cool with scoliosis. And at one point she had like said that she like straight up said like she didn't like me. And Hayden had asked like, Spaz, why don't you like Spaz? Spaz is cool. And she's like, I don't know. I feel like he's kind of like a player. And I was like, bitch, like, I don't like. First of all, even if I was a player, I don't fucking talk to you. Like, why the fuck? Like let's say I am a
think she's
player, right? Like,
ugly,
why
to
the
be
fuck
honest.
would it matter if I'm a player? You
She's
think
probably
that
just jealous.
was
I think she was
nah
probably jealous.
because the guy is nah. I'm definitely not her type. I've seen the meat she chased. My homie, I'm nothing like that guy. I'm like I don't look like you. She don't be liking my type of meat. You know what I'm saying?
At that time, I was still just a bit attractive until I got fat. You know, still had.
I'm not saying you were unattractive. I'm
No,
just
no, no,
saying
no,
I'm
no.
not her type of meat. I'm not her type of
At
person.
that time, you know, I feel like my freshman years
Yeah.
was my prime in my when it came to my looks and fucking shit. Cause I wasn't fat. You know, I got fucking fat. Now I'm fat. You know what I mean? I'm like fucking 200 pounds and damn. I
Yeah,
mean, to be fair, I'm
my
still technically a little over average when it comes to height. I'm 5'10".
yeah.
5'10". Lol. My brother, on the other hand,
so
man's is fucking 6'1". Lucky bastard. For a Mexican, that's pretty good.
yeah, I'm friend feet tall. I have a 5 in front of my height, so unfortunate.
Italiano. You fucking mushroom.
Yeah, I'm very Italian. I am very Italian. My family is super Italian.
I know. Where you at?
What do you mean? Where am I at?
I'm waiting for you. I've been waiting for you at my fucking house for the longest time.
Wait, why are you waiting for me at your house? What are we doing?
I told you to come to my house. I want to show you something.
Oh, what the fuck? I've just been driving around.
You're gonna love
Oh, my.
this fucking car I have.
It's better be the fucking C8. It's gonna be a C8 or the fucking Type R, and I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if it's the Type R. I'm gonna hate my life. No way, it's the fucking Type R.
You know, that's a
The
really
fucking
good
Type R.
idea, actually.
I fucking hate you.
It's a really good idea. I'm
But,
super fucking tempted to get it, actually.
Do you have any more school stories? If not, I'll share a couple of my own.
I remember during PE, some kid just randomly fucking jumped into the canal, which is fucking weird. I don't know why.
Oh,
I don't know.
that kid was
Yeah.
a fucking weirdo, though.
He was
That
fucking
that kid
T-posing in the middle of the fucking street, bro.
Ye-
Man's was fucking
Yeah.
wild and.
He's a living meme. He's definitely a Zoomer. I'm part of Gen Z, but that kid's I'm not a Zoomer. That kid's a fucking Zoomer. There's a fucking difference.
Yeah. Man's was fucking bugging. It's crazy, bro. Let's see. Another story when it comes to that shit. Oh. No. No, that's actually kind of stupid. I was gonna talk about Friday. Remember how Mr. Carlos lost Friday?
Lost Friday.
He lost Mom Friday.
Oh,
Friday Mom. He had a mom for
yeah.
every fucking day of the week.
Let's wait to see. Maybe we can get him on here. Maybe he'll want to discuss that. I don't know if we should give away that type of information without his knowledge. I'm sure he won't give a fuck
Yeah.
too much, but
Shit was fucking
I mean, if
funny. Look at my flag. Sheesh. Sheesh. God damn it. Fucking bitch. You know, it's fine. I can spawn it as many times as I want, and you have to fucking live with it. I don't. God damn it.
Well, that's one way to get over the wall.
You can get one. You can get one too. You can put an Italian flag on it. It's actually really dope.
No.
It's free.
No.
It's free. I promise.
No.
It's free, bro. You don't even need fucking garage for it.
Oh my god. But
No, come
you don't have any more.
Come back.
Alright. Hold on. You don't have any more school stories? Or anything else? Cause I got a couple I could probably think of. I still have my suspension, so that's one.
Hi there.
The same kid. Remember the meme kid we were talking about?
Yes.
Fucking stupid ass kid, bro. He thought it was a good idea to fucking kick a damn wasp nest, you know, as we were walking by it, and sure enough, I got fucking stung right in the elbow, bro, and I had a fat ass nipple on my arm. It was fucking stupid. I hated him. It was annoying as shit. Yeah. Remember? I don't know. We were talking about objects. You remember that situation?
I'm drawing a blank here, my guy.
Objects?
What about objects? Like what?
Okay. You're lost.
Yes, very.
But you're very, very familiar with the word objects.
Are you talking about in like slang, like disrespect?
Yeah. And
Okay,
then
yes.
And then the kid that was squared up to you, don't fucking say that. You remember
Oh, got you. Yes.
Fucking,
Yes, I do remember this.
so funny.
Yes.
Wait, come in my garage. Where are you going?
I have to get away from the police.
Call him off. What are you, broke?
Hold on. Yes. IRL. You don't have anything else though? Nothing crazy? You didn't like walk in on somebody getting some dome ski doodles? You didn't like fuck a teacher or anything?
Not necessarily, bro. I mean, the Spanish teacher was pretty fine. Low key.
The
know.
one with the German last name? No, I'm just kidding.
You know which one I'm
Perry the
talking about.
Perry the Platypus, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fine.
Our fucking nickname game right now is
I
gas, by the
remember
way.
I remember going to the store and she had like some fucking running shorts on. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, she was definitely one of the better looking teachers at that school.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fucking crazy, bro. Oh, I do have actually another story. This is kind of fucked up. It kind of like fucked with my head, and I still remember it. So we had two white math teachers. The only two math teachers.
Lesbian, by the way.
In the school.
Yeah.
How do I do that? Walk through the door. Okay, I see. So I'm in class. This happened once. You know what I mean? But I was like, that's kind of fucked up. I'm in class, my head's down or whatever. I can't buzz you, and I'm going to my fucking apartment for some reason. And out of nowhere, I have my head down, and I hear Jose, and the teacher, she's like, she keeps repeating herself, and I'm like, who the fuck is she talking to? Like, I'm like, is he not waking up or some shit? I'm like, oh, fucking stupid kid, he's not waking up. Turns out she was calling me Jose, and I'm like, oh, is it because I'm Mexican? And I got really fucking bothered by it, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And it was the same shit with the other teacher. He ended up calling me Jose too, and I was like, oh,
really?
Yeah, both of them. I mean, it happened once, so I never really, said nothing or did nothing. But
your name's not even close to Jose. It's not like your name's Josue, because Josue is a name. It's not even like it's similar.
But I'm like, fuck, just because I'm, a brown fucking Mexican doesn't mean my name's Jose.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Did you get buzzed in?
Yeah, I'm in your garage.
Okay, yeah. You looking at the cars I have?
Yeah, I'm seeing your fake NASCARs, yeah. But yeah, that's kind of fucked. I would be very annoyed about that too. People mispronounce my name a lot, which is they called me the girl version of my name. Don't say it.
Rock.
But yeah, that was kind of frustrating. But
Rock?
Yeah, that's the girl version of my name. Yeah,
Rock?
that's the girl name.
You're an object.
I rock.
I'll do what I want with you when I want.
I'm a country. But yeah, any more school stories?
I do have one, but this is a middle school. So some kid had this is gonna be short, but it was pretty funny. So me and my buddies were walking from class from recess. We still called it recess at that time. We're walking up. We go up to the stairs. Right, we're all together, getting ready to go into class. We're waiting outside, lined up. So somebody had the fucking greatest idea to tell one of our buddies, be like, you should pull the fire alarm. Sure fucking enough, the kid thought, in his fucking right mind, thought it was a good idea to actually fucking do it. He goes up to it, bro, and fucking just yanks the shit, and the fucking alarm goes off. Mans was trying to hide. He was gonna try to hide, but there's two stories of the office. One up, and the teacher walks out right as he pulled it, and just got fucking caught. And I was like, fuck this kid, bro. And it was funny too, cause he really did it without even thinking. Cause once he fucking pulled it, the realization, you could see it in his fucking face. He was like,
he fucked up.
He's like, oh fuck, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Have you heard that fucking that meme? He's like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what went on in his fucking mind. We all lined up. He got suspended for maybe a week or some shit. But it was definitely an interesting day. Same, actually, still happened in middle school. Actually, this is different thing. Fucking wake up, late as shit. I'm tired as fuck. Hello? A clown. There was a clown that just fucking spawned in here out of nowhere. He disappeared.
Probably a modder.
Yeah. Whatchamacallit? Fucking. So I'm getting ready for school. Turns out it's picture day, and I did not know anything. I'm going to school, and I looked down, and I fucking realized that I had 2 different fucking shoes on. I was that fucking tired.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a left and a right shoe. They were both white, but they were fucking 2 different, separate brands of fucking shoes. Yeah, and I'm like, Mom, take me home, please. Mom, I was begging her, bro, fucking crying practically. I was like, please, give me fucking shoes.
No.
And
That sounds like a major L.
Yeah, she's like, that sounds like a you problem. And it's fucking picture day, bro. My hair is all fucked up. I have my regular school uniform on. No fucking nice clothes on at all for being a fucking idiot. And sure enough, I took a picture. I still have the picture, I'm pretty sure. It's somewhere in one of my yearbooks. You can see my fucking shoes mix matched. And it's the funniest shit now that I look back to it, but it was fucking terrible, bro. Like, it was super embarrassing. I hated it. I hated every fucking second of it. It's terrible.
Yeah, sounds like you took the fattest of L's there, my guy.
I did. I really did. It's fucking funny.
So I think this has been 2 hours long, man. This is 2 hours of just straight talking. I mean, personally, we've gone through a lot. We've gone through your upbringing. We've gone through, your like when you started gaming, why you started gaming, your school, the type of student you were, getting suspended, stories, goals with life and career. What got you into streaming, how COVID affected you, your favorite current music, and we kind of veered off. We got into conspiracies and stuff, and personal interest, and we've actually done a little bit of diving into me, a little bit, just because obviously we went to the same school, so some of our stories involve both of us, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me. I think that would be. I think that's a good first podcast, to be honest with you. What do you think we call it here?
I think so. Yeah. Fucking.
All right. Well,
didn't feel like 2 hours. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, I think, and we held good conversation. I mean, you took 2 little breaks here and there, but I mean, we held good conversation. We kept things flowing. So I think that's a good start, man. I think that's a good first podcast for both of us.
Definitely, in the Discord, if you guys want, join up on Spazzos Discord and let us know down in the chat or in the in the Discord what you guys want us to talk about, or what do you guys want to know about us.
You can find my Discord on my channel. It's open for anybody to join.
Like if you want to know like what my social security is, or my birthday.
actually, yeah. Before we end off stream, if you have anybody, I don't know if anybody in my chat's still active right now. But like, if you guys have any questions or anything, we may or may not be able to answer. If you guys have any questions directed at Josh, not myself personally, because that'll be for next episode. That'll be part 2.
So in Discord is what he would prefer to put in.
Oh, I'm saying we could do it right now in chat.
Oh, right now, yeah.
Yeah, before we end it off, like if anybody has any questions.
like just so we know for like next stream what they
future,
future streams what they want to know about you. Just put it down there.
Yeah. Anybody have any questions in my chat? I give it a couple seconds, and then or in your chat, I guess.
I think nobody's watching at the moment.
Oh, you don't have anybody on your stream?
Not right now. Earlier I had like 5, and then it went down just now.
Yeah. So no final questions, no final thoughts from anybody, because as we get ready to close out stream. I just got murdered by a fucking. All right. Well, I think I'll call it here. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll have another podcast soon. When do you think you'll be next available? Probably not tomorrow for me.
For sure, the day after. I'm pretty much available for the most part until I start working, because I already put in my application for a job. You already know where. So I don't know when I'll start, but I'll probably be starting within the next week or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. without further ado, for our YouTube listeners or watchers, I hope you guys enjoyed. For people
Oh
who are
yeah,
on that
yeah. We will
stream,
also be starting up a
yeah.
YouTube channel together.
For the people who watched the video and stayed until the end, thank you very much. Let me know down in the comments what you guys want to talk about next. And for the people in the stream, thank you very much for tuning in. So yeah, we'll catch y'all on the next one. Laters.